Hi everybody, welcome to the first day of school. This is Katie Vandermeer and I'm your teacher this semester. I want to take a few minutes of your time. And I always say I'm going to go quick and I never do, but I really am going to go quick this time because I have an appointment coming up soon and I want to keep your attention. So give me 10 minutes and we'll be good. This is the first day of fall 2017 and I just wanted to make a brief video to introduce myself. I'm Katie and let you know what's going on this semester and what I need from you. So first of all, I'm teaching 8 courses. They're almost all different. I have 2 sessions of Network Plus, but every other class is a different class. So this is Linux 2. We have a lot of online classes that I'm teaching and then classes that run on Wednesday. And a lot of you have taken multiple classes from me or you will take more than one class from me, or maybe you're in 2 or 3 courses of mine right now. So that will be exciting. But I wanted to let you know that these first 4 classes, 175, 178, 234 and 235, those classes are going to run from Tuesday to Tuesday. So they will open up tomorrow. Today's Monday, August 28th. They'll open up tomorrow with all of the assignments and everything. And then my other classes, 233, both sessions, and then Linux 1, 132, and Linux 2, 232, those will open up a Wednesday morning. And we're going to run from Wednesday to Wednesday. So what that means is our assignments, depending on what class you're in, will either be due on Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. or Wednesday night at 11:59 p.m. That works out good for me. It's a good schedule and it's easy for students to remember. We have in all of my classes, we have assignments due pretty much every week. And we go from now until the end of the semester, about 15 weeks from now. So sometime in December 11th, I think, is our last time to turn in the final exams. So from August 28th to December 11th. But we'll get to that details later on. I want to point out 2 things for you aside from Blackboard, which hopefully you already know how to log into. Even my face-to-face classes, we use Blackboard for everything, so you'll want to check that out. My website, katievandermeer.com, bookmark that please, and then on my schedule page you will find everything to know about when I'm on campus and when I'm not on campus and what I'm doing throughout the semester. So Monday I work from home, Thursday I work from home, and Friday mornings I'm normally on campus but for meetings, and then I usually work from home. Tuesday and Wednesday I'll be on campus. I have open office hours from 11 to 3 on Tuesday. I do appreciate if you email me ahead of time so we can set up a specific time to meet, just because sometimes I'm in a classroom or I might have another thing scheduled at that time, so send me an email ahead of time. And then on Wednesday I have classes from 9:30 until 12:30 and then another class from 1 to 4. But between those hours, I do have office hours, and sometimes we have lab days. So most of the time on Wednesdays you can catch me as well if you come on in. My classroom is 211 of the ATC. It's inside of the open lab. So Tuesday and Wednesday I'll be on campus. The other days I'll be working from home. During the day I work at night sometimes as well. So you can contact me in a very variety of ways. Email kvandermeer@grcc.edu, and here is my cell phone. This is a Google number right here. You can catch me on Google Hangouts or send me a text. Here's the number right there, right here on my website, and it's also in Blackboard. Send me a text if you have any questions. If you want an immediate answer, you can send a text. If it's something that's not so urgent, you can just send me an email, and I check my email all the time. My phone is never really 2 feet away from me. It's always nearby. So there you go. The other thing I want you to like, I know you're on Facebook, so go out to my page. It's Katie GRCC. So facebook.com/Katie GRCC and like my page so that you can follow it. We're the only I'm the only faculty member that has a Facebook page, and I post a lot of things that are related to just the CIS department in general. So I want you to follow it so you can see what's going on in our department for important things, and also I post on a lot of helpful things on there about what's going on in the world of IT and what's going on with the department that's important for you to know. So follow me on Facebook. Okay, over to Blackboard. I want to show you how Blackboard is set up, and it's set up the same in all of my courses. So this is Linux 1 class because I have this class open and ready, and the others will be open and ready on those days that I mentioned earlier. But I have the same structure. I use announcements all the time, so make sure that you are checking Blackboard more than one time a week. Make sure you're checking your email more than one time a week. Set it up so it goes to your phone. Log in, check every day, just so you know what's going on with class. Especially in our online classes, I post announcements at least weekly, usually more than that. So make sure you check that out. Information about me and contact information is here under the professor link. So again, all of my courses, even though this is Linux, are all set up the same way. You have a calendar of due dates that will list when the due dates are, what's due and when it's due by. And each one will look similar to this, depending on what your class, and it'll say this unit, everything in this unit is due by September 13th at 11:59. Now, one note on my assignments, if you've had my classes before, let's go down to the assignment tab. If you've had my courses before, you know that most of my assignments do not shut off after the due date, but I can take off late points if you miss the due date. So if it's midnight or it's the next day and you submit something, don't freak out about it. Still submit it so you'll get your points. I just have the right to take off late points if I feel that it's appropriate. So nothing shuts down. You're not able to submit it after that time. In the assignments tab, I have most of my classes, all but CCNA 1, the 175 course, use Transcender. So there's some videos on that, but all of my courses has Transcender right up at the top, and all of the Transcender assignments are in that folder. I don't want to spend too much time talking about the individual parts of the assignments and how to submit things, because we'll do that later in different videos, or a lot of you may have that experience already. I am also very thorough in my emails and my description and my assignment descriptions. So it's already explained other places, and I don't want to bore you to death. So if you do have any questions on anything, always send me an email, and I'll be happy to respond as soon as I see it. And then as you scroll down with all of the courses, you'll see different units, and usually they're aligned with chapters. And in the chapter, you'll have some videos sometimes, and you'll have readings that you'll want to do. You'll have a slide deck, and you'll have assignments, so quizzes, labs, things like that. So depending on the class, you have different things that you'll need to do. Our videos are all closed caption, and they're all they're from different sources. So some are videos that I've done, some are videos from Professor Rosema, because we teach a lot of the same courses, so we share some of the material so that you get consistent information. And then we use some outside resources that are available for education, in some cases. So a lot of even in your online classes, especially, a lot of your videos will be from myself or Professor Rosema, but we do use some outside experts as well, and you'll watch those to help you navigate through different things in the course. But they're all listed in the assignments and then in each unit folder. Now, all of my courses are prepared for the entire semester, and I like to put everything out there so you can work ahead if you want. I might not grade ahead of time, But I think for all of the courses, I'll have everything out there so you can move along at your own pace. The only thing you do not want to do is get behind, because the end of the semester does come very quick. We have a discussion board link. We don't use too many in this class, but we do use a couple, especially at the beginning. Here's a link to your grades. You want to be sure that you're following your grades. It will list all of the assignments, and it'll show your due dates over here, and it'll show what you scored. You'll see that there's different icons, like an exclamation point means I haven't graded it yet. And then you'll see your grade once it's graded there. Now, since I have your attention at the beginning of the semester, you'll see this link here, final grade. This is a E at the beginning because you haven't turned anything in, but don't let that freak you out. You're not, once you turn something in, your current grade will be maybe an A if you got 95 out of 100, but your final grade would be an E because you haven't submitted all of the coursework yet. So it's a cumulative grade, that final grade, so don't worry about that. It's the current grade that you want to look at as you're progressing, and then at the end of the semester, worry about that final grade and make sure it's up to where you want to be when you end, hopefully an A. The syllabi are all in this column of Blackboard. So you have a syllabus and grading rubric. They're all explained, general policy information. Please read through that and let me know if you have any questions. Specifically, if anybody is working with disability support services, let me know so that we can get you the right resources to help you succeed, and know what the course is about and what you can expect to learn. I have a link for Transcender in all of my courses. Whoops, I skipped required materials. This is important. Most of our courses require some sort of book and Transcender and then some software. All of our software, for the most part, is free. Network security, Principles of Information Security has to buy logins for virtual labs. Transcender for all the courses are $50.50 if you buy them from the bookstore, and then each course has its own textbook that you'll want to buy. Now, the publishers are really pushing ebooks this year, and they should, because it's a huge savings to you. Linux 1 is this is the most shocking price of textbook that just kind of floored me this semester. $290 if you buy it brand new in the bookstore. It was not that price last year. It was cheaper. The book hasn't changed any. In fact, if you've taken Linux 1 before, there's even a couple errors in that book. It's totally not worth $300, but we need it. It's a good book for what we learn. You learn a lot. So I would recommend that you buy it online. Cengage is one of our most popular publishers for computer information systems, and they have all of their ebooks online, and this one is $38. Network Plus is $28. A lot of them, they're just a few bucks, Now, like in this one, make sure that you read through all of the different information. You want to look at your products. This one was, let's see, the Linux Plus book. Let's see, I'm going to go over here to students buy or rent, and look at down here, textbook only options. Make sure you look for what you're buying. And you don't need to rent. I wouldn't rent because they expire. In the ebook is cheaper. So ebooks don't expire, and it's $37 for this one. So they're usually a ton less. I would go that route. Save your financial aid for other resources and get the book online. Learn to read things electronically. And also, here's one really cool tip. All of the quizzes are, you can search questions if you have an online book, so it's a little bit easier to take quizzes, so you're not like this. You're not like, okay, where is this? I know I read it somewhere in my textbook, and you're looking through all your highlighters. You just do a Control F for find or whatever, and you search not the whole question, but search keywords, and you can easily find quiz answers. So ebooks the way to go. You got to learn it. In resources, every class is different. In required materials, every course has different requirements. So make sure you look at each course to see what you need to get. On the Hub, which is not called On the Hub anymore. It used to be called DreamSpark, and now it's called Microsoft Imagine Academy. I think that's the name now. There's a link to it here, and this is where you can get free software. And all students have in email our secretary who manages this program, she emailed this morning and said that she uploaded all the names. If you're registered in one of our courses, you'll get an email on how to connect to On the Hub, which is through a free program for software through the Microsoft Imagine Academy. And there's not just Microsoft products in there, there's a ton of different things in there. The two major pieces of software we use in my courses are depending on what class you're in, we use Server, that's free in this program, free through this program. We use Windows Server, and then we also use VM Workstation, which is a way to virtualize machines, and we use that in Linux and in the server courses as well. So not all of your classes will require you to download software from here, but it's a good idea to set up your account now and see what you need. There's a ton of things in there. And then any other software that is required is typically free, like I mentioned. Transcender, there's information in here on how to connect. Transcender and XVoucher, they're the same thing. Okay, Transcender is the tool, or XVoucher is the tool that we use to read or access a Transcender product. So you'll buy codes in our bookstore. Don't buy it online. I mean, you can buy it online through the bookstore, but don't go to transcender.com and buy it, because we get a 70% discount by buying it through the GRCC bookstore. So buy it there. Every course has a different certification that it follows, and you'll learn that Transcender is your friend, and you'll learn how to use it very soon as we begin our semester. New and do, this is something new I added this year. It's a quick link for you. You can customize this how you want, but it shows you just kind of a collaboration of everything. Yeah, you can manage these tools if you want. So it'll have my announcements, it'll have things that you have to do, it'll have, if you want to know what your report card is in for all your classes, any problems at the retention center, announcements that are posted. It's just kind of a catch-all for everything. So check that out. Maybe it's helpful. My calendar, I maintain a Google Calendar that you can access. So there's a link there. There's the short of it, the hard copy. But if you want to know, if you want to come in and see me and you want to know where I am, just go ahead and click on some of these things. I won't be on my office hours beginning tomorrow, but when we get into next week, you'll see office hours that are listed there, and my class times, and then the other times that I'm on campus. Again, follow my website, follow Facebook page, and follow my YouTube channel too, because I have this is one video I'm making right now of YouTube. This is my mom. It was her birthday and we dressed her as a princess. It was really sweet. But aside from that video, all of the things on my YouTube channel are related to teaching here at Grand Rapids Community College, which is where I've been for the past 20 years almost. In March of this year, I'll be celebrating my 20th anniversary, work anniversary at GRCC. I know, I only look like 22, right? So it's really crazy how that happens. Blackboard calendar, you can email me. Blackboard Instant Messenger, I'll have that on, but it's not that useful. It's not that handy. Google Hangouts is much better. And then there's some other links for help. So that is it. I was quick. I know I was quick. That was probably only 19 minutes. I wasn't that quick, but I was quick, right? So welcome to a new semester. Check your email, check announcements, and I'll see you when I see you. Have a great day.